Okay, we're live here on Receptive Radio. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jennifer Seifert, and I'm so excited to be here today. And I'm a shamanic teacher, business mentor, and soul guide, and you're listening to Receptive Radio, your tuning station podcast. This is the show for visionary entrepreneurs, conscious influencers, change agents who want to do their life purpose, be powerful at it, and create prosperity doing what they love. So today I'm talking about figuring it out. And as it is one of the stages, the first stage in business, being an entrepreneur, and also the stage where you're like moving from career transition or business transition or stepping into your power. It's a figuring it out stage. It's the first stage. So thank you for all the viewers and listeners who are coming on right now. And thank you to those who are watching the replay, the recording. I'm so grateful for your support. So let me tell you, when I decided, yes, I'm going to do my life purpose work, I didn't know how to market and sell or offer my service, the one that I'm born to do, to the world. Has anyone else in this community experienced this? Like, you know that you're making a move, you know you need to make a decision, and you don't know how to take the next step. Like, you know you want to do it, but there's like this confusion. Has anyone else had the same problem? Put a yes in the comments. Okay. Trying to see here if anyone's coming on, but I can't tell. So we'll just keep going. So why is it important that you offer your ultimate purpose, what you're born to do, to the world? Why is that important? Well, if you don't offer your gifts, you're not going to do your purpose, and you're going to stay stuck, and you're going to be unhappy, and you're going to be maybe confused and frustrated and get sick. Like, things are going to happen that aren't in the feeling good part of life. Like, you're not going to be fulfilled and happy. So it is important to figure out your next step. I know that I constantly was feeling stressed and frustrated and bored and unfulfilled when I didn't go after and do my purpose work. And it doesn't mean that some parts of the steps in the process, like when I am a CPA, I'm not giving up my designation because it's a great tool. It's a great asset. And that was part of my path to do my purpose work. But when the moment comes, when all of those skills come together, all of the trainings, your healing work, your coaching business work, your mentoring work, all of them come together, and now it's like clear that you have a bigger purpose and something bigger to do, you need to make a move, and there will be a lot of tension, that if you don't, you're going to stay in the tension and it's going to suck. So has anyone, been there, felt this way? Know they have to do something, but they're not doing it. So I'd like to just share a little bit about my story. So when I was in this stage of figuring it out, I knew I needed to make a move. I didn't know how to figure out how to offer my purpose or service to the world. Doing my daily practice, I asked the universe, help me take the next move. Like, I know I need to do this. Help me figure it out. I can't figure this out by myself. And because I made that request of the universe, I had to actually watch for the answer to appear. And more than likely, the answer was already right in front of me. I just wasn't able to see it. But when I consciously asked for the universe to help me, I had to watch for the answer to come. Like, I had to be on a lookout. And so I was on the lookout, and one day I was bored and, scrolling at my desk and at the office on the lookout, but, not like attached to the answer coming or whatever, but just, know that I had the answer out there, the question out there, and I was looking for the answer. Lo and behold, I'm scrolling along, and then there's a woman, one of my mentors, who had been following for 10 years on their email list, following their Facebook, and never noticed it really before, didn't pay much attention to it before, but then all of a sudden there was an offer, there was an opportunity to take something for free and figure out my message, like help me do my purpose. So of course I signed up because it was right in front of me. The universe was handing it to me on a platter. I had asked the question, how do I figure this out? And therefore something was coming. Something came. I could have ignored it, and then maybe it would have hit me again and hit me again and hit me again on the head until I took the bait. But there it was, and I took the bait. And it was a good move for me because it helped me to move along this stage of figuring out how to get my purpose out into the world. And it was a necessary part of the stage. And I'm further along now because I got the help. So let me ask you, has anyone been trying to figure this out all by themselves? If you have, put alone in the comments. Have you been trying to figure it out all by yourself, all alone? So I can relate, like doing this figuring out stuff on your own can be really frustrating, can be very stressful. And you can beat the heck out of yourself because you're not figuring it out fast enough. And I've been there. And have you, many of you guys, been there too, where you're, having a little bit of change or movement, and then you slide back because you're not figuring it out and you kind of give up, like you hit resistance, you hit these walls where like, well, I don't know how to do this and I haven't learned that part yet. And I'm going to stop until I figure it out. And you end up stopping for like 3 months or 6 months or another year. If that you've ever experienced that, put a yes in the comments. And I have experienced that. Lots of times I'm rolling along and then I'm hitting an upper limit and, beat myself up. Why did you do that, Jennifer? Why did you, go out and get distracted? Why did you let that question that you have not get solved by asking somebody to help you? Like we think that we can figure everything out by ourselves. And then we have to figure it out by ourselves. We can get stuck into that limiting belief system when we're in this negative self-talk, beating up stage, and kind of have to slap ourselves around if we have nobody else to do it. And we're just beating ourselves up more. So what I would like to share with you, a practice that I've recently learned from Jen August, a business mentor who's a hypnotherapist as well. And she's been teaching about how the subconscious mind has, it controls 97% of us, and the conscious mind has 5% control, like that part of the brains, right? The left and the right hemispheres. And when we get into this negative self-talk pattern where we're beating ourselves up for not figuring it out fast enough, or we can't figure it out by ourselves, and I should know this already, and all that kind of stuff. This practice that she's taught me can really fix it, or I don't like saying fix, but transform it really fast. And the more you practice it, you can get better and better at getting the subconscious mind cheering on your conscious mind, which is the part of you that wants to do your purpose work. And that subconscious part of you is like, no, you're scared. You're not good enough. You haven't figured it out yet. We want to get that part of our brain on board with our conscious, positive mind. So here's what you do. First, you notice that you're getting into this pattern of negative self-talk. And that is like the key. You have to notice it, because we can go along beating ourselves up and complaining to other people that we're not good enough and we don't have it figured out yet. So why bother? I got to give up, or slow ourselves down. But if we just, notice that we're actually talking to ourselves like that, it can change it immediately too. So notice that you're in this negative self-talk pattern. And as soon as you notice it, cover your left eye and look up. And you're going to cover that negative self-talk side of you, the subconscious side of you, and you're going to start talking positive to yourself. You're going to say, I am doing it. I am figuring it out. I have it figured out. And I am supporting myself, and I'm getting the help to figure it out. And by doing this, you're engaging the conscious mind, because you're covering up that subconscious mind, and you're looking up. Well, looking up. Look up, positive outlooks, looking up positively. And so you're training yourself to believe in this conscious part of you that's doing your ultimate purpose, and that you have it figured out. You're in the figuring it out stage, and this is a normal part of the entrepreneurial path that you're on, and you are figuring it out. So right away, you're talking better to yourself, and you're getting into that habit. And you're reminding yourself that you are doing it. You are on the path of your purpose. You are figuring it out. And you've just, as soon as you just start practicing this. So try it out this week. I have been working with it, and I have been offering this practice to my clients. And now I'm offering it to you, the Receptive Radio community, because I want you to figure it out. It is my purpose to help you figure out your purpose. So what would be different if you had support along the way to figure out your purpose? What would be different if a year ago, when you were confused and stuck, and maybe still now you're in this confused and stuck stage, what would be different if you got some support and help from somebody else, or from some group team? There's so many opportunities to get support nowadays, and we just have to listen to how, like the universe showed me when I asked for help. I offered it over to the universe because I couldn't figure it out for myself, and I asked the universe to help me, but then I needed to be able to accept and receive the help that came. And the universe works through other people. So I had to be awake enough and aware enough to want to receive the help when it came. And I had to decide to take the help. So what if you could move faster to the next stage if you took the help that the universe that you have been asking for is giving you? And it might take, some risks that you have to take. You might have to go scared. You might have to pay for it, or it might be free. It all depends how it's going to show up for you. But there's going to be some initial offerings from the universe for you to take after you've asked for help. And so it's my purpose to help other people do their ultimate purpose and move through the stages of entrepreneurship, of building their purpose and putting it out into the world, of clearing through the obstacles and challenges that come up, or the ones that have been there for a really long time and keep messing you up, keep getting in your way. Those obstacles, those challenges, those addictions, those habits that get in the way, even the bad relationships or the bad careers. I've tried them out. I've tested them from the inside out personally, and I know that they exist. So I know, after many years of discovering or on the search for what is my purpose, that this is my purpose, to really help other people do their ultimate purpose and be very powerful at it. And I believe we can all create prosperity doing what we love and being fulfilled. So what if you could get the help that you need to do that? And I know it's really easy to slip back into our comfort zones and get stuck in our problems when we don't have somebody else keeping us accountable and cheering us on and encouraging us. We need to cheerlead each other on. And I'm here right now to this community helping and cheering you on because I want you to do your purpose. And I know that you're meant to do something really big. You were born to do something really big. So let's do it this life. Like, let's do it. Let's not wait any longer because it's a lot more fun. I know that when I'm getting up in the morning to come down and to this office and to work with my clients to do what I've created, this purpose work that I've created, I'm having so much more fun. It's exciting. I'm learning. And I'm working through things at the same time and clearing through them and getting better at it, getting so much better at it. And I love to teach others how to get so much better at doing your purpose work. So there's 3 things that I can promise you when you work with me. You're going to get clarity on your ultimate purpose so that you can do what you're born to do. You're going to have the energy and you're going to get very powerful at managing your energy so that you can have the energy to do your purpose, because we need a lot of energy and life force to do our purpose work. And you are going to create prosperity doing what you love, because you're going to step into the power and do your purpose and be great at it. And you're going to practice. And you're going to have accountability and you're going to have support. So right now I have 5 spots available for a figure out your purpose breakthrough session. So if you're interested, I'm going to put the link in the chat so that you can book into one of these free 30-minute calls with me. Figure out your purpose breakthrough session, because I really do believe that we're all meant to do something important. And I do know for sure that it's way more fun every day to do what you're meant to do, because I've been there and I know the difference. So I really want to thank you for watching this episode of Receptive Radio, your tuning station podcast. And we discussed the first stages of entrepreneurship, figuring it out, which has multiple layers of meaning. And I really wouldn't be grateful if you could leave some comments or like this post on whatever platform you're watching it on. It could be Facebook, a private Facebook group, Receptive Radio. It could be YouTube. It could be on the private podcast player that you have. And Receptive Radio is a group for visionaries, change agents, influencers, entrepreneurs who are conscious and want to do their ultimate purpose work, be very powerful at it, and create prosperity doing what you love. And below in the comments or above in the post is a link to join Receptive Radio if you're already not on it, and a link to book in for your Figure Out Your Purpose Breakthrough Strategy call. Have a great day.